Go.
What's up, everybody? This is SERVi Homestead. I'm Dustin. Guess what we got? Some ducklings. Hey, cutie. We were at Tractor Supply today. My sweetie is behind the camera. Say hey, babe.
Hey, babe.
And we needed to get some chicken feed. And we saw the ducklings and we thought, well, let's go for it. So she said I could. They were about $5 each from Tractor Supply. And I went with high protein crumbles to give the chickens anyway. And so it'll be great for these little guys. So these are baby mallards. It was a straight run, so they haven't been sexed yet. So we got 3 baby mallards and 1 Peking, which is yellow now but will be large and white. And we're hoping we get at least a couple of females from that. Duck eggs are great. They're large. The yolk is large. And I've read that people like them for baking because of that large yolk, and it makes your pastries richer. So we're excited about it. The boys don't know yet, so don't tell them. They're sleeping at my parents' house. So we got these guys set up for now in this large plastic bin. And we put a thick, soft bedding. We have the crumbles here, 24% protein. And a water here with an extra tray. This is the bottom of a plastic jug so that they don't get the grass all over in it. Here you go, guys. Here's the Peking. That sucker's big already. They're only a few days old, the lady told us at the store. So, I mean, not even a week old. They're already pretty big. Hope you all live and do us well. We have our pond that we're clearing out, cutting some trees around, and we'll rent an excavator and dig a deeper spot and straighten out the sides so that they're not so sloped. And I think these guys will love living back there. We have wood ducks that live back there and get hatched and live back there every winter. And so I'm sure it'll be a nice habitat for these guys. Look, he's already eating a piece of grass. Look at him. That's funny. Look at that. He's choking on it. Come on, buddy. Here you go. There's some food too, guys. Look, a baby grasshopper's in there. Sometimes you kind of have to show them. I know mama chickens will kind of pick things up and drop it for them to see what's food and what's not. And maybe even kind of showing them where the water is. Hey guys, look. Water. Water.
How large will they get?
They'll get bigger than a chicken. Well, I guess it depends on the kind of chicken, but the mallards are a good medium to large duck. Not as big as Muscovies. I guess without the tail feathers from chest to rump, they might be about that big. And the Peking will be bigger than that. So I guess to eat them, I don't know, you might get 6 pounds of bone and meat when you're done, I guess. And we're going to chronicle their progress as they get bigger. Oh, also have the heat lamp. And oh yeah, this water is kind of like the special magic water that Justin Rhodes talks about. I put a little bit of regular water, but I warmed up a cup of water and dissolved a little bit of honey, a couple of chunks of peeled garlic, and a tiny splash of apple cider vinegar. And that's in this water here. It helps their immune system when they're young. And they need a little bit of heat at night. So this is just a red spray painted light bulb that I use. And even though it's still like 78 at night here in South Louisiana, in the house or in our atrium for the next couple nights, it's still going to be too cool for them. So they're gonna need a light to get it closer to 90 degrees. Thanks for watching. The first night here for the cuties. Hello everybody. Still have plenty of food left and water. Yay! I made it through the first night here. Good job. Alright, this is morning 2 with the duckies. And unfortunately we already have a casualty. He was just kind of stuck between the water and the side, and his body wicked water out and got the floor all wet. I don't know what happened. I don't understand how a bird who loves the water can drown in a little water. Gonna have to clean this out really well. The other 3 are okay. Man, got a lot to learn. So I'm wondering if the duckling died because his beak got stuck in the little watering tray. So I'm going to try a different method. We'll see if this will work. These have holes in them, so they won't hold water, but in this plastic tray they will. And it'll keep them from swimming in it, but they can get their whole bill in there. Hoping this works. Alright, we're going to try to do this a better way now. I'm going to use the method I learned from watching Homestead. And I've got a paint tray and a paint roller rack. I didn't have to bend it a whole lot to make it horizontal. And I had this little feeder. It had a couple of holes in it, but I just filled them in with hot glue. This will have water in it. And the duckies can go up here, splash around and play all they want, and all the yucky water will just fall down into the tray. We already lost one to what looks like a water incident, so I don't want that to happen again. Let's go clean their box and set them up with this. Alright. They're also really too big for this little container, so we'll let them have this entire box. I'll put them in the carton that they came in for now while I clean this out. This was a fail. Now you have fermented food. How did all of that get in there? I bet the boys threw that in there and didn't know what they were doing. You know what, I'm just going to take you guys out. Whoa! That guy jumped. Oh. Temporary. Alright, the cuties are in, and I think they like it. Food, clean water, bedding. Alright. Have a good night.